Okay guys, this is my, again, I'm sorry, but after run of tank, I think tank 5 now. I'm trying to think. 1 I did for you guys, 2 I did on my own, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this would be tank, I think tank 5. I'm not really keeping track of the tanks too much. I'm just going by how much fuel I'm going to run through it. This was about 3/4 of a gallon when I started. It's down to about a half. I'm going to try to run this whole gallon empty through it. See where it's at, you know, after naturally, of course, I get down to about 1/4 of this and kind of see where the engine's at. Right now, 91 degrees Celsius, probably just a little bit below 200 degrees, and the pinch is kind of sort of starting to go away. It's still getting stuck, which that's a good thing. I can tell that high-speed polish is getting there because when the engine's up to temperature and you roll the engine over, it just has a lot of compression. There's really no grabbing pinch left, and that's what you're kind of looking for. But once you start feeling that, you still want to run the engine. I'm starting to run this thing pretty hard now, just because all of that that huge pinch from the factory is gone now. You know, it's really starting to go away, so I'm not stressing the rod out so much. That's one of the things. When the engine's really tight and you really start cranking this thing up and giving it a lot of throttle, you actually risk stretching and or breaking the connecting rod. So, you know, your first couple of tanks, you want to take it easy, you know, just giving it like 1/4 throttle pulses like you've seen me doing it. Nice and easy too, you know, real slow. You don't want to snap it. Once you get that pinch gone, then you can kind of start getting a little more aggressive with the throttle. You know, I'm kind of, when I'm goosing it, I'm probably doing one of these. And then, you know, I'll get it to full throttle, hold it there for a few seconds, and let off. The other thing I'm doing too is I'll let this get up to about 240, which is about 118, 120 degrees Celsius, and I'll richen the top needle up and just let this thing scream at wide open throttle, but I'll richen the hell out of this, probably 3 turns. I mean, the thing can't even really produce any RPMs, and it's just getting that extra ton of lubrication onto the side of that sleeve. And then once this drops down to about 212, which is about 100 degrees Celsius, I'll close the needle and let it idle, put the heat gun to it, kind of let it build temperature back up, and then just keep repeating that process. Obviously, you see here I've put duct tape over these ports because what's going on here is there's so much airflow and it's cold outside, so with the cold air going in, the cold fuel going in, the engine's struggling to make temperature. I'll even do this in the summertime sometimes if it just doesn't want to hold good temperature. That way I'm not turning to the heat gun as much. The engine's performing really well. I really can't wait to get this thing in the buggy. I mean, it's a pretty wicked motor. The response is insane. It's great. Like I said, this is a Novorossi keep-off 4-port with the ceramic rear bearing. And it's, I think it's going to be a pretty good beast, even though it is stock. So, let's see here if there's anything else I have to say. Not really, but I think it's a good idea to put the tape over here. Just restricts a lot of the airflow and the engine can make your temperatures. I'm just going to let this sucker cool off a little bit because it's noisy. My ears need a break. And I'll just heat her back up and start the process over again. I'm still thinking hopefully by next weekend it will still be needed to be run, and then I can make a complete video. But like I said, it's just really hard, guys, so I hope nobody's too disappointed. You guys will see some running video of the buggy, but I feel that if I just explain what I'm doing to you guys, you know, you can kind of get the point. Like I said, you don't have to have one of these break-in benches. I feel that it's a pretty important tool to have to do the engines properly. Like I said, you can do it in the buggy and do the same thing, like, you know, with this throttle here, just with your trigger and running it, you know, in circles or whatever on the pavement and then just bring it in every once in a while and check the temperatures. Naturally, you won't be able to richen it up as much as you do here because you can't really stay on top of it, but it would just take a little bit longer. This kind of basically speeds up the break-in process just a little bit. You know, I mean, you still got to take your time, but this just allows for you to get it done a little bit quicker with richening the hell out of the needle. So it's getting plenty of lubrication and way more fuel going through, so therefore it's wearing in a little bit faster with the same results as you would get in the buggy, just not with not as fast. It would take a little bit longer. Plus, it'd probably be more fun for some people to, you know, I don't know, run their car. You know, I'm not a huge basher. I'm just a racer. So actually driving around like in the street in my backyard, it just really doesn't interest me as much as it would be if I were to have like a track in the backyard and I could do some hot laps. Like, it's just me though. I don't have anything against bashers. I just it's just not my thing. I did it for a little while, and then I got into the racing scene, and I got bit hard by that bug, and now it's just pretty much straight up track or nothing for me. I mean, every once in a while I'll do some test and tuning in the driveway. I will get a video of that for you guys, so just bear with me. When I get done with the next couple of tanks here, I'll stop and make another video. I don't really feel the need to probably do any videos or a video after every single run. Once I get to a point where I can kind of give you some input on how the engine's doing, then I'll stop and roll some film for you guys. Alright, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll keep you updated, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks again.